Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'll be teaching you how to make a loading screen. So, how I came up with this idea is, I was like, okay, I should stop yapping now. I'll tell you at the end of the video. But yeah, and also I didn't really make the thing that I was gonna show, like the thing I was gonna script. So sorry about that. But yeah, so now let's go to Start UI. Let's insert a screen UI, and let's rename it to loading screen. Okay, like that. And let's insert a frame, and let's actually make it compatible for all devices. So let's make the y axis on the anchor point. So basically on the y thing on the anchor point, it's gonna make it take away the zone. It's called 0.5 like that, and we're gonna drag it down all the way down to the middle, like in the center, exact center, and we're gonna make the size 1 comma 0 1 comma 0 comma 1 comma 1 comma 0. Okay, one that would just happen, and we're gonna move that like zero and like that. Okay, so now let's make the background transparency to, I'm just gonna remake it to this one. Yeah, that looks okay. And I'm gonna insert an image label, and I'm gonna rename it to name. Sorry, name, like that. And I'm gonna center it in the middle, a bit, not in the middle, on like that. Okay, so now I'm just gonna also I'm making a new game. It's called Prison Escape. So I'm just gonna go to file, and I'm just gonna go, don't mind all of that, but I'm gonna go to downloads and that. So all of that, and okay, why does it take so long just to load? Come on, come on. Okay, so it still hasn't loaded. That is annoying. I'm gonna, oh, okay, now it loaded finally. Anyways, I'm gonna make it actually a bit bigger. Actually, no, I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna change the back image, background transparency to 1, like that. And now I'm gonna I'm gonna actually click on these two stuff. I'm gonna go to plugins. I'm gonna go to union conversion, and I'm gonna make the position and size to scale, and I'm gonna add a constraint like that. So now that's it, and I'm just gonna scale that back again. Okay, actually I'm not gonna add it. You don't add a UI don't add a UI expert video contraction to the frame. Just add it to the name. Okay, so yeah, so now if I go to view, I'm in test and device, it does not. Okay, why is it? Okay, it works. So yeah, I'm just gonna center that in the middle like that. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to make the anchor point 0.5, and I'm just gonna drag that back in the middle and that. And now I'm gonna go to test, and as you can see, it works for iPhone 5. So yeah. Anyways, now I'm gonna insert a text label, and I'm gonna rename it to assets. Okay, I'm gonna drag it down. Actually no, keep it up there. I'm gonna make that. Actually no, I'm gonna make the anchor point to 0.5 like that, and I'm just gonna drag it down here in the middle, and I'm gonna drag it down a bit more. I'm gonna make it a bit bigger, like around this big. Okay, I'm gonna make it a bit bigger on the y-axis like that. So now, okay, so now I'm just gonna change the background transparency to 1. I'm gonna go down to the font face, I'm gonna change it to Vertigo 1. I'm gonna change the text scale to make it text scale. I'm gonna make it the text color white, and I'm gonna leave the text. You don't really want to test this. Touch that text. Actually, it doesn't really matter what is color what your name the text is, because in the scripting we're gonna already the text is gonna change anyways. But I'm just gonna rename it to show asset text like that, and let's actually add a UI stroke. Okay, like that. I'm gonna make the thickness to 3, and in this we're just gonna go to the plugins again. I'm gonna make it conversion scale to scale and add constraint to it, and actually add scale text scale like that. So now that's it. Anyways, we still haven't done the loading bar, but let's insert another frame inside that frame. So a frame, and we're gonna make that anchor point on the y-axis to 0.5, and we're gonna drag it all the way down underneath the show asset text, or the asset text, and we're gonna make it centered in the middle, and we're gonna like make it bigger, like this big. Okay, like that, and I'm just gonna actually make it a bit wider, so like that, and I'm gonna rename the frame to loading bar. Okay, like that, and I'm gonna go insert a UI stroke, UI corner, and so I'm gonna make the UI corner radius to 1, just 1, like that, and I'm gonna make the UI stroke thickness to 4.5. Yeah, 4.25, like that. And now I'm just gonna go insert loading bar. I'm gonna go to basically the same thing we were doing the rest. So position scale, position scale, slash scale. Also, I'll leave a link to this plugin, and we'll add a constraint like that. And now I'm gonna duplicate that, and I'm gonna place that duplicate inside that loading bar. Okay, so I'm just gonna get rid of that loading bar. Okay, and I'm gonna take away that UI stroke from that loading bar, and I'm gonna rename this loading bar to this display loading. Okay, like that, and I'm gonna actually make the size to 1,0,1,0 like that, and I'm gonna move it in like the center of the I'm actually gonna make the position 0,0,0,0 like that, and I'm gonna make the y-axis to I'm just gonna move it a bit more down so it fits with the thing, and I'm gonna actually make the background color to green, light green, I don't know, light green. Yeah, light green like that, and I'm gonna move it all the way down. Why is it going like that? Oh yeah, I forgot. So you don't add the stuff you expect radio constraint to the frame. So I'm just gonna delete that from both the frames. And now if I take this down, I'm just gonna move it like that, like that. Okay, I'm just gonna make the scale like that. Okay, so the scale on the x-axis is gonna be 0,0,1,0,1,0. So like that. And now I'm just gonna add a unnecessary, actually no. So now let's go to replicate first and add a local script, and we're gonna rename it to loading I cannot spell loading client like that, and we're gonna actually delete that, and we're gonna place the loading screen inside that loading client, and make sure the loading client is in replicate first. Anyways, now let's start scripting. So local define the place server. So local place equals game colon get servers place, and let's define replicate first. So let's write local replicated first equals to game colon get service replicate first. And now let's define the loading screen, and yeah, and basically everything in the loading screen. Not basically everything. Yeah, basically everything in the loading screen. So local. Actually no. First we want to define the player. So local player. No. First we want to do replicate first colon remove default loading screen. Okay, and like that. And what this will normally do is just delete. It will just delete the default loading screen Roblox has already made for us, and that means once we delete it, we can make our own loading screen. So yeah, and now let's define some stuff. So local player. Define the player equals to players.localPlayer, like that. Let's define the player GUI. So the player GUI is local player GUI equals to player colon wait for child player GUI. And why we're putting this in a wait for child is in case the play GUI doesn't load as fast, then we're just gonna wait for it until it loads. And it will just define the loading screen right now. So local loading screen equals to script dot loading screen colon clone, and let's make the loading screen dot parent equals to player GUI. Okay, so let's write. After that, let's write. Let's actually no. We need to get the content provider. So let's write local content provider equals to game colon get service content provider, like that. I've spelled content provider wrong. Sorry, provider, like that. And now content provider, and that's right, get the assets. So local assets equals to game colon get children or get descendants. Let's get descendants. Let's make a full loop. So for index comma asset in pairs brackets assets. We want to do local. I forgot to get all the other stuff. So local frame equals to loading screen colon wait for child frame. Let's write define the loading bar and the display loading and the assets. So local loading bar equals to frame colon wait for child loading bar. That's right. Now let's define the display loading. So local display loading equals to loading bar colon wait for child brackets display display loaded, and let's define the assets. So local asset text equals to frame colon wait for child assets, like that. And now let's do this. So that's right, asset dot text equals to loading colon space dot by the asset concatenated by asset dot name dot and then loading, and then another three dots space, and this right. Now let's do content provider colon preload preload async, and we're gonna put curly brackets, and we're gonna pass through the assets like that. And this right, local progress equals to index divided by hashtag assets. Oh wait, no. Instead of in the preload async, instead of assets, we're gonna change to asset like that. And let's write let's write now let's write asset no let's write display loading dot size equals equals to udim2 dot new, when we're gonna put task dot wait a few seconds, like 5 seconds. No, not 5 seconds. 1.25 seconds, like that. And then let's do udim2 dot new, and I'm gonna pass through the progress, and then comma 0 comma 1 comma 0, like that. And that is should be it for that. And let's write task dot wait 2 seconds. Then we're gonna do asset text dot text equals to loading complete like that. Completed. And then let's write another task dot then we're gonna do display loading dot size equals to udim2 dot new, and we're gonna remove that loading screen inside the start UI, and we're gonna go to the display loading, and just make the size to like the entire thing, so like that. And we're gonna copy and paste that size, so 1 comma 0 1 comma 1 comma 1. Actually it's 1 comma 0 comma 1 comma 0. So yeah, so 1 comma 0 comma 1 comma 0, like that. And now let's do another task dot wait a few seconds, 1 second. And then let's write loading screen colon destroy. So now if I play the game, it takes time to, okay, sorry about that. So we're gonna actually make the loading screen we're gonna enable ignore GUI set. So now if I play the game, as you can see, it's working and it's waiting, it's loading all the stuff. And okay, why is it taking so long? How long did I put it for? 1.5 seconds. Okay, that is way too fast. That's way too slow. Let's make it 0.001, like that. And now it's doing all of this stuff. Oh my god, that was so fast. Anyways, I should make it 0.1. No, 0.1. So now it's doing all of that stuff. and I don't know why it's gone that fast. Let's actually make it 0.1. I don't know why I'm doing all this stuff. Okay. Now that is way too slow. We're just gonna make it to 0.9. 0.9. So now it's doing all of this stuff. Okay, yeah, that is the end of this video. But yeah, that's the end of this video. Peace.